All right, we're live. Jon Parker. Thanks for joining me. Long arm anomaly on Instagram. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Just gonna start this water cut tomorrow, so I'll be great for now at least.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's actually a good topic I haven't covered yet. How many gallons you do? We'll get into that in a minute. We'll do some like quick intro stuff first. First of all, I love the American flag in the background. Take it you're a patriot. Respect.
Oh yeah, that's actually I was in the Navy. It came off the sub I was on.
That's right. That's right. So funny thing, guys, and anybody listening, Jon is one of the guys. I don't know Jon. I just started following him. Dude, I've known who you are. I've seen some of your highlights from training. I've seen people repost you. We have some close mutual friends. We have 70. I looked at it up real quick. We have 70 mutual friends on Instagram, but our paths never crossed. And I have this weird thing, maybe you'll appreciate it, where I try not to follow people until I meet them. So you can try and invest in people's journey more. When you meet somebody face to face, or at least on an interview like this, you get to know them a little bit better and invest in each other's journey. But I would say it's long overdue. You're definitely a well-known guy in the sport, and I look forward to getting to know you.
I wouldn't even think I was.
But yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you 70. Sorry, no, the Navy. My little brother was in the Navy, so thank you for your service. He served over in
Oh, thank
Japan
you.
for 5 or 6 years. I got a bunch of family in the military, so thank you for your service. I'm a patriot. I don't talk about it on the channel, but definitely pro America and pro the armed forces, man. So I just had Rob Floater
Oh
on.
yeah.
He's a major in the Army. Great chat with him. So let's talk about where you came from, dude. So you've done, I think you've done a couple ASMs, right? Are you including the
I've
one
done
just
two
recently?
ASMs. What I did, I can't even think what years. I did the most recent one, and then I did one what, a year and a half or 2 years before that, I think.
Yep. How'd you make
And
out? How'd you
then
make
I've
out at those?
done uh the first one I did, I got hurt on farmers. It was like the so not great. I can't even remember. I think I might have came in like second to last or something.
Yeah. Hey,
And then
dude.
I think I came in, I don't even remember where I came in. I just had a lot of fun at both shows. Like that's I love that group of guys, and like it was well ran, and like I just enjoy competing with some of like the higher level guys, especially like Zach, and uh I met a lot of actually really cool people at that.
Yeah, you had a great class this year. I went to ASM last year in Texas to support one of my buddies. Because it was when Lynn was working with James, and I offered to volunteer at an OSG show, right? And I said, wait a minute, can I just come to ASM and volunteer there? They didn't need help, so I was just hanging out watching as a fan. It was awesome. I was down there. Zach was there, and James competed. My buddy Damon Curtis, Michael Connor. I'm not sure if you know some of these guys because it's something I want to talk to you about,
Oh
like
yeah, I know.
the degrees of
I've
separation.
competed with Mike a few
No,
times now.
yeah, with Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's Mike is like a strongman mentor to me. He's one of the first guys I saw in the gym that he because he's local to me, and I just went up and shook his hand. I'm like, hey, dude, I saw you compete when he tore his bicep, and he took me under his wing, dude, helped me out a lot. I have a lot of respect for Mike and admiration.
Oh, he's super helpful, super nice guy.
Great guy, great guy. Dude, it's funny. Like there's really not a lot of bad eggs in strongman, dude. Everybody, especially at the high level,
I
dude.
was gonna say the same thing. I haven't found anyone I really don't get along with.
Yeah. ASM, you had yeah. So I saw McCarley. I was going to talk to you. I watched one of your posts about McCarley. We'll talk about it in a minute. But
Oh,
McCarley, dude, I met McCarley last year. Dude, what a nice guy. And he's messaged me on Instagram from time to time, like taking like a guy at his level, taking the time out of his day to message me. Just a great ambassador of the sport. But dude, you had what McQuist in there. Candido, my buddy, got hurt.
oh
I think Nick
yeah.
Vicente, who you're going to be competing with. Just a great
Yep.
group of
We had
guys.
him, DJ, Doggett. He
Oh
was
yeah, yep. I'm gonna have DJ on here soon. I'm waiting for the 105 show to
Circus
come up,
dumbbell.
and I'm gonna have some of those guys on. Oh yeah, well actually yeah, I should have him on to talk about that record too. So I'll probably have DJ on before everybody else. We'll talk about that for sure because I've been talking with DJ. He wants to come on. I'm excited to talk to him. I heard him on Nick Hines' podcast. It was a great interview. Um, it's funny how, like I said, I don't know you from Holloway. We get to talking and like all the guys that we know, mutual friends.
Oh yeah.
One of the cool things I've noticed about like getting to the higher levels is like reunions when you get to see these guys. But so you did the two ASMs, you did OSG. I think I saw a stone run. You did pretty
Yeah,
damn well without the suck up.
I did. Yeah, me and Alec went up against each other. That was the year Clayton was competing too. And I think me, it was what, Clayton, then me, then Alec. on the Stones
On the
actually.
Stones. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great company, brother, right there. So that
Oh yeah.
tells you what they're all about, right there. For those of you who don't know, John, I should have probably known, but I wasn't. That was right when I got into Strongman, so I wasn't as much of a fan. So I would have to go back into the archives to watch those shows. But that's no joke, dude, to be mixed up with those two, and he obviously made the top 10. So that's fantastic, dude. So you're a
Oh yeah. That was
high
my
level
first
athlete.
attempt at OSG. I think I got in on the qualify, like the online qualifier,
Yep. And you made
and
top 10 there.
made top 10 the first time in it, and I was kind of like just set back. It was a great time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Are you you haven't been back since, have you?
I have not. It just hasn't worked out because I got married, and then the next year we had a kid, and then they
Yep.
both all kind of fell at the same time, so it just
Oh
didn't
yeah,
work out.
life happens. How do you select shows? So in that couple years there, was there any injuries or anything, or just life, the marriage,
No,
kid?
just life. I wanted to
That's
take some
good.
time off, be with my wife, like while she was pregnant, and then once the baby was coming and everything. So,
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's all the right reasons. So your body probably feels fresh. You know, if you just did ASM and now this, you probably feel pretty good coming into PSL, huh?
uh, the only thing I got, I was training for a record breaker show, and I actually went to help out at what was it? Strongman Corp Nationals 2 years ago, almost now, I guess. And I tore my hamstring helping. Uh,
Really?
yeah, I went as soon as I got there, I asked James and Lynn, I was like, "Hey, y'all need help with anything?" And I got out of a 2 hour car ride and picked up a 300-pound sandbag and popped my hamstring. And
Dude, you
didn't
gotta
know
warm
it.
up. You gotta warm up for that stuff, dude.
Yeah, didn't know it. Went through the whole thing, helped move all of them, helped reset all the or the press medley, and then later on, I was just like, something doesn't feel right, and I didn't really like. I equated like I had some bruising, but I didn't equate it to that. I had been training in a suit at the time, so I thought it was just from that,
Yep.
and I kept pulling. I ended up pulling 875 with a torn hamstring.
Damn. Yeah, yeah. I was just talking
Yeah.
about that. You're a super strong deadlifter. Jealous. Um, Yeah, volunteering is no joke, man. I say those guys, a lot of people say they're the hardest workers in the room. I know firsthand. I volunteered at PSL 105 2 years ago, and that was the highest my hoop score has ever been from that weekend. Like, and I've competed many
Oh yeah.
times volunteering, and that's a funny one. I never told this story. Tyler, there was a wheelbarrow. There was a, I think it was a yoke into wheelbarrow, and it was
Oh.
day two, and the guys they were like, "Hey, this wheelbarrow's too heavy." So Tyler goes, "Hey, Dane, you're a 105 like once in a while." He goes, "Let's see if Dane can pick it," because they asked one of the volunteers to pick it up, but they said, "Oh well, Dane does 105." I did Baltimore qualifier. Like, see if you could see how this feels, dude. I couldn't even pick it up. I was cold, didn't have my equipment on. I'm like Tyler, you're gonna get me hurt, bro. This thing's way too heavy for me. Clearly, I don't belong at the championship. You know, that's why I went down to 90 kg. Um, dude. So yeah, before I start asking the questions about PSL, it's funny. I saw one of your posts from America's Strongest Man when you did the frame into dumbbell with
Oh God.
McCartney, right? And you said I think the caption was something like "He makes me look like I just started strongman" or something.
Oh yeah. Like he just ran me. Like I think he like was already like 3 reps in by the time I had finished the frame.
Right. What's that feeling like? So I've had it. I want to hear you talk about it. I had it with Josh Lancaster on the yoke at OSG. They rang the whistle, and I was like, "Was that the bell?" Lancaster was halfway down the
Oh
course.
yeah.
Awful.
It
How's that feel to you?
there's a couple events like I've never been good at press, so I've always been kind of used to being behind the 8 ball on that. So like seeing him down there, it just gives me something to push for. And it's
Yeah,
like I actually hit a PR that day on overhead too, so like that worked out.
that was what I think 375 up blocks I saw.
So yeah, I hit that. I hit a lot of PRs that week actually. So like that was a PR. The circus dumbbell was a PR. Some of the throws were
Yeah, I did a quick study. 60-pound throw. That's a heavy throw, dude. That's really good.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that was an entertaining event. They just went round and round, and like some of those guys, man, they were throwing some crazy weights. That was really
Oh yeah.
it really
I was
rose
getting
raised the
tight. I
bar.
just couldn't get it back.
It's it's funny, dude. It's I was watching and I fast forward. I waited till night. I think I fast forwarded at night. My wife gives me shit sometimes when I watch Strongman in the living room. Now I got my TV set up down here in the basement, but so I was fast forwarding. But I watched some of your events. I didn't know who you were, so like things don't stick because like I could tell you how like Kevin did because Kevin's a good friend. I'm friends with Nick Sasente. who else did it? I forget who else was there that I was friends with. But like you kind of watch the guys you're friends with, and it all sticks. And then I'm like, oh wait, I saw this guy. I didn't know who you were, but like I saw this guy there. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
cool. It's cool, and like, and then when you become fans of people, again, like you have the more space in your cerebral cortex, whatever you want to call it, to actually pay attention to their events. But um, anytime you hit PRs at a show, like especially a big show like that, that's a win, right? And if you make it out healthy,
Oh yeah.
you know, and
Yeah, that time I didn't get hurt. That was
yeah, hell yeah.
the previous one. I tore a intercostal muscle on farmers in my back, so that was fun.
Really? Were you able to push through and kind of do the events, but not at your best, or did you shut it down?
um, so I ended up deadlifting and I couldn't brace the entire time. That was fun.
And that's
Uh,
probably your bread and butter, right? I would assume with the numbers
oh
I've seen.
yeah, so I ended up tying, I think, with McCarley and Jeff Lee,
Did you
and
tie
then
for first, or
yeah, tied for first place.
yeah? But
Like yeah,
you
we
probably would
were.
have like you probably would have taken first easily if
If I could have breathed at all, I love. I think that was Ukrainian, and I love Ukrainian deads. So,
yeah.
um, and then we had what was it? Conan's wheel. I passed out immediately.
Oh, brutal. I had a friend that happened to my friend at Nationals 2 seconds in, passed out. Like before, it was first event too. All that training and like the first event, you're like, oh man, you battling back all weekend.
Oh yeah,
I haven't had to do a Conan's wheel yet. I trained it once just for fun, and doesn't not something I would look forward to training. That's definitely a
never.
suffering, but um, no, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So what you're gonna try your hand at Baltimore PSL next week. What
That's the plan.
what made you want to try this out? You've been to some big
Um,
shows.
I actually just jumped in at last minute. I've always wanted to do one of Tyler's shows. Me and him competed a while back, actually with each other, and I met him. I think at the first OSG is when I met Tyler.
What was that, like
And
2016? How long ago was that?
yeah, and we ended. I think it was like 2016, 20, somewhere in that time frame.
Oh, so you've been at it
And
for a while.
I wasn't even competing. I was just I had never competed in strongman at the time. I just went. I was with Norse Fitness at in the booth, and we were just watching, and we ended up staying with Tyler and a couple other people.
Oh, cool, cool. And yeah,
And
Tyler's great.
I've been friends with like Anthony Furman and all them at the same time. So like I had seen what it was slowly becoming from coming over from Clash to PSL. And like Tyler's always hit me up trying to get me to do one of them. He's like, man, whenever you're ready, just jump into one. And
Yeah,
like I've always been wanting to, and finally it just kind of worked out. My wife was like, hey, you should go do this.
yeah. And if you qualify, which I would say, I mean, you got what 8 or 9 guys now, but just you're really solid. If you qualify, you're going to go to Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah,
Is the
most
plan? Yeah,
definitely. I'll run down there. A lot of people I want to see if I do get to.
dude. It's like last year was a who's who, man. Like let hell with just competing. Like I'm going to go on the mic. I'm going to go as a fan again and hang out.
Oh
Like
yeah.
why wouldn't you want to on the beach? 2 days on the beach. I'm going to bring the wife again and make a weekend out of it.
Oh yeah.
So that's great. What what events you looking forward to? So you have a log. I assume I looked at the weight matrix, right? I assume for a guy like you, these weights are relatively a formality, right? Nothing
Um,
you're looking at zeroing or nothing, right? At all, I would think.
no, nothing I'm worried really about zeroing. My shoulder's a little screwy right now. I messed up something a little in training in my back, so log will be pretty much strict for me. Uh,
Log and then does I have a shoulder injury I'm dealing with right now. I heard on sandbag the shoulder. Does that hurt too, or do we just go to a different shoulder?
so it's on my left one, so I got lucky there. My right side's my strong one, so
Yeah, that's good.
I'm really looking forward to the sandbag event. It's really light as far as sandbags go for me. Not trying to like toot my own horn or anything there, but
It's I would say it's a weight like for a guy at your level. It's a 275 bag. For those who know, you have to. It's 25-foot course. You have to shoulder. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. You have to shoulder it, put it back down,
Mhm.
pick it up, carry it 25 feet, dump it over the yoke, sprint back, grab another 275 bag, and do the same thing for time. Right.
Yep, that's
So,
it. And I'm gonna shoulder both of them. So
so you're gonna shoulder it. Yeah, instead of carrying it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah.
I I'm the guy at the qualifier last year, and I was the tallest guy in the U90. I got stonewalled at the yoke. I didn't want to shoulder it. I jumped in the show last minute too, and like my shouldering wasn't great. And I'm like, oh, I could just carry it. And I thought I could just do one of those.
Oh no.
Hit the yoke, got stonewall, dropped it. It zapped all my energy. Normally I could clear that event easily, but dude, when you don't train for a while, you lose
Oh
it.
yeah.
You truly do.
And I'm normally one of the shorter guys, and I hate front carries. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. So shoulder it, yeah. Especially with
yeah,
a bag that weight, you probably should shoulder that easily, right?
yeah,
I think there's a few guys there. You got some good competition, a few guys who will, but then you have, I would say, some of the up and coming 105s. They'll struggle with that event. So I think it's a good
Mhm.
weight. A lot of guys. What's your take on this? This is a good one. I got a buddy. I shouldn't say names, but it's not a bad thing. Josh Pinkerton, if he watches, right? He'll always
Oh,
slide
I
in my
know,
DMs.
Josh.
Josh. Josh is a great guy, right? He's always in my DM sending me selfies, but that's a different story because we both try and get shredded to 90. Um, he'll always message me
Did
like,
you get?
hey, look at this regional. It's too light. It's way too light. And I'm like, dude, it's fine, man. You can't make all the shows too heavy. People won't sign up. What's your take on that?
Um, I would say it's a good weight. If anything, maybe be 300 at most, but like 275 to 300 is a good weight. If anything, have the other bag be a little heavier. Um,
I would say, yeah, that, or if you want to get people to sign up. You don't want to scare away people from taking their
yeah,
chance like I did last year. So maybe this weight, obviously a weight like this for a guy like you, and maybe I don't know much about Josh King or Nick Vicente. It's probably going to be a speed run where everything's got to be crisp and fast, right? For some
yep,
guys, they'll be happy to finish, right? And then at the big show, if you were to run this same event at the big show, you would probably go 300, 300, or 300, 325. I would think.
that's probably what I would think as well.
Yeah. I think that's what good promoters do. Like for shows that lead up to nationals, I know my local gym here, the promoter will do a lot of the same events as like USS Nats and a USS show. And he'll do the same events, but at 80%, to kind of get people ready, prime them. You don't want to run the same weights as nationals.
Oh yeah,
You know? Josh, you can't always
and it,
have heavy events, dude. Like you made it to a certain level, Josh. You just have to go to the big show to do those weights.
he's very trained at doing a lot of shows, so like he's used to doing heavy events back to back to back.
Yeah, he's doing a show this weekend. He's doing the Midwest qualifier, but he's jumping in a
Yeah,
show
yeah.
this
I think he's
weekend.
doing one next weekend,
Is it
or
next
not the.
weekend?
I think it might be the weekend after PSL.
Okay. Well, he's doing the PSL Midwest at 105, but then he's doing a show either the week before. Yeah, it was 1 week out because he asked me. He's like, "Hey, what do you think?" Like me of all people to give deadlift advice. I'm not the guy, but he's like, "Hey, what do you think about this deadlift? Do you think it's too much 1 week out from PSL?" I'm like, "Dude, like you bring your best to the PSL show. There's some really good guys in the Midwest. Bring your best and try and make it to Virginia Beach. Don't jump in a show because like I have a few friends who do that. What's your take on this?" And I apologize, dude. I talk a lot. I get excited, but
Oh, you're fine.
the people, and I've had friends who do this. They'll do a local show, maybe 2 or 3 weeks out of a show that's maybe a little bit lighter, but they'll use it as like a last warm up, right? What do you think about that?
Okay. Um, I mean, if it's similar events and everything, or like at least the same type of implements, I don't see it being a problem. And it's nothing that's going to get you hurt. I mean, and I would assume you wouldn't push yourself as hard as you would at the bigger show either. So like,
That's what I would say is the caveat. So like in Josh
hey,
in Pinkerton's case, um, I think it's a max deadlift. He's like, oh, what do you think? You think 735 is too much? And that's like that. I think that's what he thinks it's going to take to win. And that's not
yeah,
that's 90, 80% of his max, 90%. But I'm like, dude, like, I don't know, man. Like maybe let the other guy have that event. Like let him just have it and have
just let
fun.
him
And
have
like,
the first on it and then go from there.
yeah, yeah. Like I think I just did a charity comp, right? A Santa comp, and I went against heavyweights. And I'm like, all right, I just want to make it out healthy. But at the same time, dude, I want to win, you
Oh,
know?
oh
So
yeah,
like,
it's always.
so I went full send on a couple of events, even though I said I just want to get out healthy. I still went full send, like bicep be damned. And you just can't, it's hard to shut it off, dude.
It
So
really is, especially with like we're all competing. Like we all have a competitive mentality. It's gonna happen.
yeah, yep, yep. But so yeah, you got a 275 log, 4 reps, axle, deadlift, 615. I don't know what kind of guy you are. Like I don't think you don't strike me as the type of guy. It's like, oh, I'm gonna win this event or whatever, right? Because like I said something about this on another podcast, right? There's a fine line between being cocky and confident, right? Or maybe disrespecting your
Mhm.
fellow athletes. But that deadlift event, Josh King, I think, is a really good deadlifter too, right? We're going to see a
Josh
showdown.
King is like the North American deadlift 105 record. So
Right? He had the world record, I think, right? I looked him up
yeah, and then I think he got edged out a tiny bit. Like
by my buddy Otero. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. So if he comes correct, and Axel's different, Reps is different, right? But you guys are both really good deadlifters. That's going to be
I
an
think
exciting
that's
showdown,
my
people.
only advantage on Josh is I walk around a lot lighter than him. And because I think I was 238 or something like that this morning. And
Oh, geez, yeah, you're light. You don't even have to do
yeah.
a big water load.
So I think just given I might have a little better carryover depending on how his cut goes, all that kind of stuff. And I've always been a little better at reps than heavyweight.
That's going to be, yeah. I'm the same way. I'm not a good max guy, but I'm a grinder, But that's going to be a cardio event, dude.
Oh,
You got how many reps? How
this
many reps do you
whole
think you're going to hit? Like if you have to go before him, how many reps do you think you got into? Without you don't have to give it
if
away, dude.
I'll
Strategizing.
probably have to go before him because I'm pretty sure he's going to smoke me on the press. But I would say reasonably somewhere between 10 and 15, depending on how quickly I get strapped in.
Yep. And then so like it's funny. It's another one I talked about, like scoping out your competition, because like you never want to scope out your competition, or I would think a guy like you wouldn't and say like, oh, I'm not going to sign up for a show or whatever. But there is strategy in strongman, right? A big part of strongman is strategy to an extent. Sometimes you just want to send it. Like so, you're in that moment. Let's see how let's play this out, right? Let's just say for numbers' sake, you guys go 1-2 on the press, which Nick Sasenti will have something to say about that. But say he does beat you on the press, you have to go before him on the deadlift, because I'm pretty sure they'll reorder. I think PSL reorders. I forget.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That could change things, but I'm pretty sure they reorder based on every event. Um, Tyler, you should if you don't, right? That's part of the game. But you're in there, you're doing your reps, right? And you're at 10, 11, 12. And if you're going to war, gotta have it. Maybe you can get to 16, 17. Is there a certain point where you say, I'm going to the whistle? Or you say, hey, I think that might be good enough. Let's see if he can take it from me and save a little bit of juice for the yoke.
I I don't think mentally I can let myself do that. I normally just go until the time's out on any event.
Yeah. All right. I like it. I like it. This is gonna be exciting. I'm gonna be there, dude. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I bet you my voice is gonna be gone after that event, dude. That's gonna be exciting. I'm looking for this. See, now I'm getting hyped up. What's so when you do reps like that, are you like take a deep breath and blast out like 7, 8, 9 in like 30 seconds and then take a little rest? What's your strategy on a rep event like that with 1 minute?
I kind of just try to get into a rhythm, but at some point I do have to like take a bigger breath in there because I full reset every pull.
Uh, this
Yeah.
isn't touch and go, right?
No, no touch and go, up and down commands.
Yep.
So my biggest thing I think I'll have an issue with is like seeing and hearing when they say up and down.
I
I
heard
kind of
yes.
get
I saw you
the
say that.
hearing and vision loss.
Oh, Vision too. I was going to say because maybe the judge, if it's Bobby Thompson, he's fantastic. He could get down on a knee and give you a hand command, so you could see it. Because I have the
Oh
same
yeah.
problem, dude. I have my doctor says my hearing's fine. It's not, and I'll always tell the judges, hey, can you like yell at me on events that I can't see you? Like, please yell. You know, I'll get the crowd to
Oh yeah.
quiet down for you a little bit. I'll have the
So I
crowd
think
kind of quiet down so we can hear you.
I'll just really focus on my lockouts because since I'm doing a full reset pull, whatever, I'm not going to worry about the up command. Like it'll be down. It'll be
Yeah,
the down command that gets me.
yeah, and usually the up commands come pretty damn quick.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
if they don't have to reset. It's not a basket deadlift where they're adding weight.
Oh
So,
yeah.
all right. Well, that's going to be exciting. Yoke and Farmers feeling pretty good on those moving events.
I'm never good on moving events, but they've been moving better than they ever have. So.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, with like it's a different event with a 25 foot and a repick. Like some people like to get in that
Yeah.
yoke and brace, right? Go once. Um, but yeah, those weights aren't overly heavy either. Again, I think I think with some of you guys at the some of you guys with the bigger names, it's gonna be we're gonna see some fast times. I'm just looking at the weights. 750 yoke, 275 farmers. It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
it's a good thing,
Someone's gonna
Tyler.
be sprinting.
It's a good thing that PSL has lasers because these are gonna be maybe that's what Tyler's doing. He's trying to put the lasers to the test because
Oh
these
yeah.
these things, mark my words, you guys are going to be separated by some really short times. It's going to be exciting.
And then even with the log, we had to sprint out afterwards through the laser.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I said that.
That
I think I said it to Meg. What's your thoughts on like lasers or buttons? Like at OSG, Meg said this. The top five women on the bag carry were separated by less than like zero point 0.3 of a second, like less than a half a second, right?
mhm.
And that could come down to like stopwatch error, dude, right? We're human. The
Oh
judges are
yeah.
human, right? So what's your thoughts on like a laser or a button, you know?
I think it's a lot like it'll clear up a lot of those issues with like stopwatch times and stuff like people fumbling like timing and everything.
Yeah. That's my thought. And I think what I said is I would you have to train it, right? You have to make sure you don't forget to go hit the button or something. But I would much rather have it be on me than somebody else. If I
Oh yeah.
finish my log and I forget to run through the laser, that's my fault, not the judge's
Oh
fault.
yeah.
I don't who wants to like watch their video that their boyfriend or girlfriend took and say, no, I definitely did that in 32.1 seconds. You can't,
Yeah. You
there's no
can't debate it at that point. Like yeah.
yeah, we're not the NFL yet. So I like what Tyler's doing with the lasers. So I'm interested to see
Oh
how
yeah.
they work at Baltimore. They worked great at the shows I did. I did two shows with the lasers. Um,
My only hope is that I don't either A pop a hamstring trying to sprint immediately after or B pat like I get lightheaded on log, so I might just run off into the crowd.
oh yeah. I wonder too. Like Camby did this. I competed with Nick Camby at a fun team comp, and he ditched. I think if I remember right, he ditched the dumbbell behind him so he could move to the next implement faster. You know,
Oh yeah.
like
I
maybe
don't know
people will do that
like
with the log, like ditch the log behind him and run through the laser.
yeah. I don't know which way we're gonna be running either though. Like it might be off to the side or it might
That's a
be
good
yeah.
point. Yep, that's a good point. Yeah, and you got to pay attention to the rules meeting. So anybody else
Yeah.
competing, pay attention to the rules meeting.
I do like one thing Tyler does. We don't have to show up like after weigh-ins like later in the day. It's an out the rules meeting is an hour before the show. That is like one of the coolest things. Like
Oh yeah. No, dude, he runs an efficient show. I've done two
oh
qualifiers,
yeah.
and I did the 90 kg championship, and I went to the PSL 2 day show. Even with the rain outside, we had to get everything packed up and moved inside. His team does a fantastic job, and I don't say that because
Oh
I'm a
yeah.
PSL fan. I've been to other shows. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll give ASM their flowers. They did a great job at the ASM 105 I went to last year too, and I think OSG did a great job this year. They had a power outage. They figured it out swiftly, made sure the power was correct, and they got us back out there. Um, I've been to some shows that have not gone great, but I won't say names. But um, what so hopefully we have a great show and we qualify. I look forward to meeting you down there. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you got. There's a whole bunch of guys. You've got like 8 or 9, 10 guys. Have you looked? I haven't seen it.
I think
Hopefully they all
it's
show up.
9 if I remember right.
Yeah, it's a good turnout. Now, 105 at Baltimore has always had a good turnout, dude. I did the first year there was 15 of us, and
Oh
then
wow.
last year there was 14 or 15, and then this year you got 9. So hopefully, you never know. A couple guys might miss weight. Missing weight at 105 is less common than 90 and 80, but so hopefully all those guys show up. But like, I mean, you got Nick Sicente is a very good athlete. I'm rooming with Nick, so I'm hoping to do
Oh
Nick.
wow.
I don't think Nick will see this, but I'm rooming with Nick, Kevin Candido, and my buddy Mike Ramirez, all PSL guys too.
Oh
So
wow.
Kevin hasn't done it yet. No, Kevin did it last year. So I'm hoping to have like a video like this, but in the Airbnb with all four of us just shooting the shit. So I hope Nick does well and wants to have an interview. But then you got Josh King, um, Adam Knotts is coming back. He's looking really good. I don't know him. I'm hoping to do an interview with him after the show. Adam will watch this because he said he was excited to see this one. So Adam's coming back from a couple years off. He's looking really good. And Mike Legikis podiumed the year I did it. Um, he's a good natural guy. So you got some good competition there. I'm looking forward to watching you guys.
Oh yeah.
That's what you want at these shows.
Oh yeah,
Nobody.
no, like I don't want to have a blowout like or
Yeah,
anything like that.
I mean it's one of those things, dude. Like
But it is the
if
qualifier too.
yeah, right. It's so you don't want a participation trophy. I talked to my buddy Hunter about it. Well, I'm going to post that interview probably in a couple of days. He's doing the Midwest. Like they've had shows last year the California qualifier had two guys, so they showed up. They both competed, did great. They made it to the big show. But then Tyler is an honorable guy. He honored those invites. They came to the show. Those guys were great. Rob and Sam, they're going to both try and come back this year. I don't think people really want a participation trophy. It's nice. I took a look at it last year. There was five guys. I'm like, man, five guys. There was some really good guys in the 90. And my buddy Mike was like, dude, just sign up. Fuck it. It was 1 week out. And I was I was at like 218 body weight, right? I had just done OSG. So I was still training. And I'm like, the
Oh, so
events were good.
you were great.
Oh, well, dude, I just done OSG, still training. And my body weight magically was only 218. I'm 232 right now, dude. It's not pretty. So my buddy Mike was like, hey, take my spot. Tyler let me take my buddy Mike's spot. Didn't even have to pay for it, which I would have.
Oh wow.
And the only thing was I didn't get a T-shirt because it was like literally 7 days out. But I took my chance. But I knew going down, I'm like, man, these guys are really good. Like, I don't think I can podium this, but let's go try. And what happened was Jesse Castens missed weight. He went up and he basically swept 105, right? That's how good he is. I lost to Josh Dargis, right? When it would be tough to beat. And then this guy, Brendan, I don't know him. Brendan, I think Swenegros, he was preparing for South Carolina Strongest, the regional, or the Arnold. One
Okay.
of them.
Yeah.
He didn't show up. So he didn't show up. So the class got smaller and smaller. We had five guys, and I was able to get on the podium, thankfully, because I think if everybody showed up who was supposed to, I would have probably been fourth place. If I'm honest with myself,
Okay.
I would have probably taken fourth place. Those guys were legit, and I just got lucky, and I made it to the big show, and now I'm qualified to go back to. The rest is history. So I've been telling people it's too late now. It's not too late for the European Championship, guys. Take your shot, man. Shoot your shot. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes people don't show up. Sometimes you have a great event or a great show and you make it to the big show, and the big shows are where it's at, man. You'll see if you make it to Virginia Beach, it's a lot of fun,
That's
man.
the hope.
And I'm sure with all the years you've been competing, you're friends with a lot of these top guys. It's like a reunion, right?
Oh yeah. And some of the newer guys that are coming out, like I talk a lot with Geoff Laney and
Oh
he's
yeah,
gonna
yep.
be there. He's a force to be fucking reckoned with.
Oh, dude, he came out of nowhere, man. Everybody was like, "Look out
Oh
for this."
yeah.
He's insane. Yep, what did he come in fourth last year?
I think so. Like that squad event's wild. So
Yeah, yeah. It
him and
cost
Nick,
my buddy Burley, but
yeah, him and Nick
they're keeping the squats
went
in.
hard on that one.
I was there. They did it 2 years in a row. The pads don't bounce, and dude, it's one of those things. Like I'm very cerebral right now. I'm not at the level of some of these 105s, but anybody who wants just to talk strategy, not necessarily advice, I would never tell them to change the game plan. But I notice things. I'm a very close observer of the sport, and with that squat, right? You had the crash pads. They weren't bouncy, but then a lot of guys were unracking, and it had the pad had two little triangle pieces that kind of keep the weight from rolling off. And a few
Hmm.
guys were walking out. They weren't walking out far enough. And when they squatted, the big drum would hit that triangle pad and it would fuck them up. Right. And
Oh,
dude, with 600 something pounds on your back, dude, plus a lot of us don't
yeah.
squat. These guys, it was taking souls, dude. So I told my buddy Damon, hey, make sure you walk out far enough, right? Not only, you gotta hit that, you gotta hit it, but don't try and bounce it. But so guys, pay attention, like watch. I know everybody's getting hyped up, but you gotta watch because that squad event's no joke, dude. Like I think a lot of guys zero that every year, but Tyler keeps it in
Oh
because
yeah.
it's a great test of strength that you don't see in strongman that
I would
often.
be happy if he has it this year and I make it.
Yeah, do you like squats? You good at squatting?
I came from powerlifting, so I'm
Ah,
pretty decent.
yep. So yeah, you want a squat and a deadlift in there for sure, for
Oh
sure.
yeah. And
Yep.
then what is it? Isaac Mays is going to be there this year. I've always wanted to compete with Isaac. He's one of the Norse athletes also.
Yep.
So
Yeah. I met Isaac that year, dude. He was killing it. It would have been very close between him and Nick Hine if he didn't tear his Achilles. I mean, it's part of the sport.
oh yeah.
You got to make it through all the events. It's very rare because that was the ninth event. That was that wheelbarrow, dude. That wheelbarrow got him.
Oh
The one
yeah.
I picked up. Yep. Awful. I remember watching it, dude. Awful. Glad to see him coming back. I still follow him, and he hasn't done anything since then. Probably took a long time to recover or whatever, but I'm sure he'll be ready, dude. He is like
Oh,
getting in shape
he's
fast.
biting at it, ready to go.
Is he?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
What an impressive guy, dude. Like even just watching him compete, even like it's weird to say this, like every rep, like ooh, like it's just like exciting watching the guy like because I know how good he was because he won. I think he won one of the clashes, didn't he?
Yeah, he won I can't remember what year we were down there.
I think he won. I think he won the last one before it became PSL. I'm pretty
That
sure.
is it.
I was like,
Yeah.
who's this guy? And then I listened to a couple interviews. I think he was dating Mel at the time, and they did some interviews because I think she did really
Oh
well.
yeah, because they both won. That was right. Yeah.
Yeah. So excited to see him come back. I don't know Alex Suckup personally. He's coached by my nutrition coach, but he's looking like he's healing up. I'm sure he's going to be back.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. I love. He's fucking awesome. I love Alec.
yeah, and Burley will be there. Hopefully,
I'm
Nick
good
Hine
friends with
gets that
Burley. Like,
Wolverine genetics. Yep, Burley and Laney and who else? Oh man, I mean it's a who's who. Like here we are. We're supposed to hype up all
they've all been giving me shit if I don't make it. Like,
dude, you got to make it. Then well, you're gonna earn it. But
oh
I
yeah.
think you got it, dude. It's funny. I'll do a podcast with like Sente next. I'll tell him he's got it. Then I'll tell Josh he's got it. But I'm rooting for all you guys. But put dude just I'll tell you what, man. Put on a show, right? I think
Oh yeah.
I'm not affiliated with PSL. I've had a lot of conversations with Tyler, and I know Tyler's character. He wants good guys. He wants the best guys, right? He's not going to just hand out invites to every single person who has a
Oh
program
yeah.
in a different org. But I have heard him say before, and this doesn't come from his mouth per se, but say you have, four really fucking good guys at Baltimore, right? Like really good guys that deserve to be,
Like
but
come in real close together or
and they
something
come
like
in
yeah.
real close and you guys go to war and put on a show and show that you're ready, chances are fourth place could get an invite. So who
That would
knows,
be
man?
oh yeah.
You can't wait around and to see who accepts their invites and doesn't because he also doesn't want 45 people on the beach because then PSL becomes
Oh yeah.
something that it's not meant to be. I think he had
Then it
30
takes
last year.
forever, especially if it's going to be a multiple day event. Like, yeah,
Yep. You want it. You
what is
want
it?
you want
10
quality
events.
guys,
So,
easily digestible. It's the thing with strongman. Like you with 10 events, this is what everybody's been saying about the Virginia Beach show. You really find the best well-rounded strongman, right? And if you have 10
oh
guys
yeah,
that field zero a squat, it doesn't mean that those 10 guys don't belong there, right? You might have one of the best pressers in the world who won the press event, just happened to zero the squat, right? I mean, look at Burley.
yeah.
Burley's one of the guys who made a mistake, zero the squat,
Oh
but he
yeah.
won 5 events. So like you want everybody to look like they belong, and what you don't want is like the guy in like 30th place to zero every event. It's like damn, But
Yeah.
he honors the invites from the qualifiers. If somebody happens to make it who's not quite ready, I'll be honest. Let's call a spade right now. That would have been neat at the Baltimore qualifier in 23. This one, no, I forget. I came in sixth, right? I hurt my back on the first event on an axle. I locked out the axle and I did like one of those weird dips, and I blew
Oh
my
no.
back out. Yep, I blew my back out. I got the rep, which was great because I'm a terrible overhead presser at the time, especially, and I got third in that event, so it was a great start. But I blew my back out, cost me on the deadlift. I didn't do any warm ups with the yoke, didn't do any warm ups with the frame. Long story short, I
Cool.
got sixth. Right, I was able to gut out 5 reps with the stone, dude. 9 days out with my coach Nico. Right there, I did 8 reps with a 300-pound stone just in the gym. Right, my best stone run ever. So I was ready. I was primed for that show to put on a show. And not to be disrespectful to Mike Legikis, who came in third, I would have been right there with him. If I was healthy, I think I would have been right there with him. And then I watched the show, the PSL. I was there with my buddy volunteering, Damon. And dude, I would have been dead last. I would have looked like I didn't even belong. Case in point, I could barely pick up that wheelbarrow. So it might have been a blessing in disguise that I didn't make it because who knows, man, after a beat down like that, I might have quit strongman. You know what I mean? Because you're going to go. Dude, if I qualified, I was going to go.
Oh yeah. You
You
have
know?
to go at that point.
Dude, you got it. You make it. You got to, even if you don't think you're ready, experience trumps all. Burley said that. People don't think they're ready for the qualifiers, right? It's like you just need more experience. Like get the experience. Even if you lose, go get the experience. And then you get to rub
That was
elbows. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
oh, that was definitely how I felt going into OSG getting on the online qualifier. Like
Yeah, coming from
I did
powerlifting. How long were you doing strongman before you tried OSG?
I think I had done maybe like 5 shows
Yeah, not a
and
lot. All right.
they had been like local ones. Like I did one against Nick Stock and Justin Weaver way back just for fun, and that was like the first thing I ever did with strongman. I think that was like 2017 maybe.
You got hooked,
And
didn't you?
then I don't think I did another one till like 2021 or like when was the COVID Arnold? Was that 2019?
2020. It would have been 2020.
So 2021 was when I think I did my next strongman.
Oh, so you didn't get the bug right away because I did
Yeah.
uncommon that I was hooked. I just jumped into everything.
Oh, I had way more fun with it than powerlifting. Well, I won't even lie. It's just I
Yeah.
was already like I did the XBC Arnold powerlifting, so I
Oh,
wanted
all
to
right.
do that. I'd asked my coach at the time. I was like, "Hey, do you think I have a better chance of going to the Arnold for powerlifting or strongman?" And he was like, "Well, you go to for powerlifting right now. You have the numbers for it." So I was like, "Well, okay."
Yeah, it's probably, especially with numbers, like the pathways are a little not that they're easy in powerlifting, but a little easier than strongman, right? There's
Oh
only
yeah.
one way to get there in strongman. You gotta win shows in strongman or
Oh yeah.
top three nationals or whatever, top five, top six. I came from powerlifting too, my man. I got a bunch of USPA shit. I did bodybuilding and powerlifting. And dude,
Oh shit.
strongman's I love my time in powerlifting, but strongman's way more fun.
Oh yeah.
I
Gets real boring real quick.
and the funny thing is, I won't say names, but if my buddy watches this, we're friends. We started off not as friends. He was a power lifter. He's an international elite power lifter. He totals about 200 pounds more than me, right? My best total ever was like 1540. I would like to go back to powerlifting and try and get an elite total someday, but not right now. And we would go against each other in strongman, and we were what I like to call frenemies, right? Like we were
Oh
both
yeah.
local guys, but he was way stronger than me on overhead and deadlift. But I beat him the first 2 times we went against each other, including nationals. I beat him in 9 out of 10 events, and we tied on the
Oh
deadlift,
wow.
right? And it's one of those things. He had a bad water cut and stuff too, but like there's a lot more that goes into strongman than just a powerlifting meet. Like 3 static lifts, it's a lot different with the athleticism, conditioning,
Oh
cardio.
yeah.
He found out, and now that's funny. At the PSL qualifier, we went against each other, and he was beating. He tore his bicep in the fourth event. So just
Oh.
we talked about maze because he was beating me. He beat me on the press by like 5 seconds, right? And then we tied on the deadlift. He beat me on the yoke by about 1.2 seconds. Yoke
Oh
sand.
wow. So y'all are
Dude, we were close. And he beat me on the
yeah.
frame carry by like 4 feet. But on the yoke sandbag, he pushed the sandbag over the top. He did it. He beat me, but he tore his bicep. So he didn't do the stalls.
Oh
So I
no.
beat him. And it's funny, we had it back and forth. I was very respectful. He hurt himself, but he was in really good spirits about it. He had a great time and stuff, and he's killing it now. But he said something about, oh, I beat you. I finally beat Dane, right? He got some event wins on me. And I said, hey man, last time I checked, there's 5 events in strongman, and unless you're like Mitch Cooper, usually you have to finish all five. Unless you have such a big lead. So me and him, we have to have a rematch someday. We haven't yet because I went to U90. He's a 231, but
Okay.
you never know what's going to happen. But that's the thing. People think they can just come from powerlifting. You know, not everybody is Jeff Laney and John Hack. Clearly, those guys are
Yeah.
elite athletes that can come from powerlifting and podium any strongman show.
Oh yeah.
Clearly, yeah. John Hack, we found out, is a gifted. A lot of people give him shit, but dude, he is a gifted mover. He won the sandbag carry at OSG against me. He
Oh
was,
wow.
oh, dude, he was fast, dude, by like a few seconds. He's incredible. That was great to see the people talking shit. I won't say names again, but people in the back were talking shit to him before the deadlift event. And then
Oh
we go out there, dude. He's got no suit, and he won the event easily. And then the guy who was talking shit came off the floor. I was watching him and Hack. They were in the same heat, and everybody's congratulating John. I said, "Hey man," I said, "just so you know, John had 4 reps before you even got one." He's like, "Oh, thanks, dude." Like, you get to talking shit, dude. But now John was great. I think the only thing that cost him that OSG was, if you watched it, was the wrecking ball. It's
Oh
strategy.
wow, yeah.
Everybody, grabs it. You get a really good grip and you sink it into your hip crease, and you kind of like
Yeah.
use your hip crease to like keep your hand squeezed, dude. And they lean back or whatever, right? He was just
He's
standing
just
straight
holding
up
it
like a
probably
power
what
lifter. He was just straight up like a deadlift, just holding 900 pound, whatever that weight was on that thing, dude. Because he was in really good spot before that happened. But hopefully we see John Hack again in Strongman soon. Uh, oh man. What else? I don't have much else to just really shooting the shit. Anything? What are you thinking? So everything goes great. You qualify for Virginia Beach. You go into that prep. We talk about your water cut real quick. So 9 pounds. What do you just do a couple gallons a day up your sodium
Yeah,
load?
dude, I probably won't even jump up past like maybe like 2 to 2.5 be the most I would go up to.
I don't
Up
think
my
you.
salt and then drop it all out.
Do you have to diet to get down to like 239? Or you kind of walk around there.
I've been like so. What was it? ASM. I had gotten up to like 250. What was that? I think the heaviest I got was like 255. And that's
That's
the
good.
heaviest I've been in a very long time. And I had gotten with Frank Previstrano. I can't ever pronounce his last name
Yeah,
right.
Frankie,
Uh,
that's my coach,
yeah,
dude. Yeah.
yeah. And so I had got with him, got cut. We ended up, I think I got down to like 220 something.
Before prep.
Like all the way, no, like during the cut, like I
Yeah.
cut all the way to two. Like I think I weighed in at ASM at like 228.
Oh no shit. Yeah. Yeah, we did this we did OSG last year together. I've been with him since July last year, 2 years ago now, almost. And what we did this year to get to 90, we cut down to like 210 by May, and then he fed me all prep, which was great. So I got to do that again, dude. Frankie, if you watch it, I've been bad, dude. I put on 20 pounds. It's not pretty, dude. I've been just like I haven't even looked at the spreadsheets, dude. I've just been enjoying life.
Oh
You know,
no.
I want kind of taking a little bit of a winter off, but hey, your camera's flipping. Your phone.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. You look like that guy Wilson from Home Depot on the fence. That's an old
oh
reference.
no.
Um, but yeah, no, Frankie's great, dude. Frankie,
Oh
I had
no,
a
yeah.
horrific water cut for OSG because I fucked up my sodium, and then this time it was an accident, and then this time I followed it to a T. Dude, it was the easiest cut ever. It's that cut was so easy that it's what makes me want to stay at 90 for a little while longer. You know.
Oh yeah. No, he actually it was phenomenal like how like he got me cut down and like I felt great doing it the whole time.
Yep,
We
and you probably
actually
feel just as strong as you did at 250, right? Probably even feel better,
oh
better
yeah.
sleep.
I felt better. I could move and breathe.
It's crazy, isn't it,
Uh
dude? Like, there's
my
like I
wife
don't know about you,
from
I
up
enjoyed
there
it.
near him.
What's that?
My wife is actually from up there near them, so we actually got to see them and go hang out with them and like see their new gym and all that kind of stuff too.
Oh no shit. I haven't met him yet. The guys got to meet him. He went to Virginia Beach because he was with Candido and Ramirez. My buddy Mike was going for the 90 kg deadlift record. But it's
Okay.
funny. Frankie's
Yeah.
got a good roster of guys, but nobody knows it because like unless you
Oh
tag him on
yeah.
Instagram, he does Alec suck up. I think he should still be doing Alec. I think he's still doing Sacente and Candido and my buddy Fat Nick and me. Um, but he doesn't really like advertise, you know. But hey,
Oh yeah.
doing just fine. Maybe he's
Yeah, I
got to
met
cut down some
him
of his.
at OSG actually.
No, no, he's been fantastic, dude. He knows when to like kick me in the ass. Right now, he's kind of just letting me do my thing. I'm sure he's not happy with my check-ins, but it's also like, dude, I dieted all year last year, basically. So he knows
Oh
when
wow.
I turn it on, dude. When I finally turn it on, I'm good, you know. But lately,
Oh yeah.
it's it's been bad, brother. It's been bad.
You
Hey,
gotta
put
live
me
a
with
little bit.
another
Like
question. What's that?
you gotta live, right? Like enjoy
Yeah,
life for a
yeah,
bit.
dude. I instead of you know, yeah, it's funny, dude, because right now my plan, if I was to look at it, I get two free meals a week, and I get like 300 to 500 calories every night of like whatever I want. He calls it like discretionary calories, Dane's happy hour, right? Like
Okay.
snack, yeah, like, and I still haven't stuck to my plan. I've been eating like whatever I want, whenever I want, and it's like it's just crazy. But when I'll flip the switch here soon. I'm the kind of guy, dude. I need a goal and the goal has to be within sight. Like PSL, the 90 kg is not till August. Tyler announced it, and I don't plan on doing much until then. I might, if there's a good pro am, maybe I'll try that. I don't. Other than that, I have no reason to cut to 90. So, in my opinion, I have no reason to walk around at 210 pounds. You know. Now,
Yeah.
I absolutely just like you. I feel much better at like 215 than I do right now. My sleep sucks right now. I'm achy. My joints feel like extra fat. I'm like, bleh. Training's been shit, but I got to enjoy myself for a little while, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The food makes me happy while I'm eating it, and then in the morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, I'm like, oh no, when I go train, it's
Like
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 gotta
I
reel
have
it in.
fucked up.
Yeah, yep, yep. So hopefully, being in Baltimore, seeing some killers like you, will get me lit up to like, all right, let's fire up the furnace again and fucking get back on track here. At least I'm still
And
training.
then after PSL, if I do make the championship, I don't know if when I'll compete again.
Now, just well, you probably focus
Yeah,
on the championship, right? Bring your best to that.
yeah, I'll do that.
That's
That's what
May.
I was saying. If I do make it, I don't know what I'll do after that though.
Oh, after that,
Because yeah, I had been planning on just coasting until I turned 40.
so what are you, 39 or?
I'm 38, so I got or I'll be
Oh, you got
38 this year.
yeah,
Yeah,
so you got a little time. So you can't join me at OSG Masters this year.
yeah. I was wanting to help focus on my wife. She wants to get her pro card, so
Oh,
we're
nice.
gonna. Oh yeah.
In Strongman, she does Strongman. All
Yep.
right, I was just
She's
gonna say
strong.
'cause the pro
She
cards
does
and
strongman
bodybuilding.
as well.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Focus on the wife for a little bit, dude. We're getting older. You've been at this a long time, longer than me. So like, do Virginia Beach, and then like if something cool comes up, do it. But like, stay healthy, right?
Yeah.
You're a pro, I assume, because you've done ASM, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
I
dude,
got my pro card at the I should have got it at Rainier. I won first place there, but we had uh someone drop out last minute, so we didn't have
so
enough people.
there wasn't enough people for a
And
pro card.
and we
Oh,
tried to get just first place, and then they wouldn't agree to it. So
how many people
then
did you have?
I ended up getting a Arnold invite off of that and got it at the Arnold.
Oh, nice, nice. How many people did you have at the Rainier?
uh, I think it needed to be. Is it needs to? What is it? Five or six?
Yep.
And I think we had like just one less. I can't remember.
Yeah, see, dude, in my opinion, right? Not to, I don't run SC, but if people are going to sign up, train, put in the
Oh
effort,
yeah,
fly all the way to Washington, there should be, no matter what, one guaranteed pro card, even if you're the only guy who
that
shows up.
that's kind of what we were thinking too. Especially since they had also you have to pay so much to have a pro class. I think it's like 2 grand or more. Like for if
Yeah,
you want to. Yeah.
and the prize money, right? I know it's tough because
Yeah.
the amount of prize money they have to give out, it's tough for these promoters to make money. I know somebody who did a program I volunteered at. He didn't make money. He didn't do it for the money, but you know, didn't make money.
Oh
But
yeah.
dude, he wrote the checks right there on the podium though. Top notch promoter. I'm gonna have him on. I choose not to say names too much, um but yeah, you should have at least one pro card. I think SC maybe has rectified that since then because they had an issue at the pro am at Olympic City where they announced 3 pro cards. Right, it didn't say that you had to have
Mhm.
10 people, and 9 showed up, and my
Oh.
buddy got third on a technicality tiebreaker type thing. It was messed up. They took the tiebreaker was like the split time on the log, right, which was the first
Oh.
event. If I might be misremembering this, so I apologize. We'll just have fun with this, but I think the tiebreaker was a split time on the log, which was the first event, right? How many reps you got? But they didn't announce that that was going to be the tiebreaker because my buddy was
Yeah.
like, dude, my buddy was like, maybe I would have went faster on log if I
Yeah.
knew that was going to be a tiebreaker. If I knew I
But
only
it's
needed
the
three
first
reps,
event. You're not going to go that fast on the first event.
right? And if I know if he knew because he signed up first, let's just say if that's what happened, if you know you only need 3 reps, take the full 60 seconds, right? So there's things happen, right? It's strongman's still a young sport. We're not the NFL yet, dude. We don't have enough money to pay all these governing bodies and all these people. It's all volunteer based. Shit happens. They make it right. They gave him an invite to ASM, and he went there. And he wasn't a pro at the time, and he has since gotten his pro card, like just like you. But that's got to be heartbreaking, dude, to go out there and all that work you put in and not get a pro card, especially if you were
Oh
expecting one
yeah.
after winning.
Especially going all the way across the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. Happened to a buddy of mine. I told the story. I'll try and make it quick. They messed up the score at the OSG regional that I won, and they messed up the score between him and another guy on Farmers. And I happened to pick up on it because I'm friends with both of them, and I watched the live stream. So I messaged him. I said, "Hey man, message the promoter. They got your scores backwards. You would have been on the podium." So he couldn't give him that moment back of being on the podium and getting his trophy, but he at least invited him to OSG on a fourth place
That's cool.
because
Yeah.
he absolutely had third. Like
Yeah.
I tell people, you got to advocate for yourselves, guys. You got to bring somebody with you to the show who can film for you and watch the live. If you have access to a live stream, go back and watch it later that night after the sting of the loss comes out. Watch it because we're human, man. They don't know the difference between 2 guys. Maybe they got the athlete name wrong, and I think that's what happened. They mixed up their
Uh,
score.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This will be the first show in a long time I'm actually going to by myself, so that'll be interesting.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, and unfortunately, I'm emceeing, so I won't be able to film for you or anything. But dude, Candido's going to be there. My buddy Mike Ramirez. We'll get some videos for you. Don't be shy, dude. If you
I'm
want somebody to get videos, we'll get you. I did double duty, dude, and I fucked up at the pro am. I emceed. My buddy Mike was like, "Hey, can you get my videos?" Right. So I'm emceeing while I'm filming the log, and it was a rising log, so it was a max log. I forgot to get one of his lifts. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, dude, I'm working here. You know what I mean? I got to be professional. I'm volunteering, but so I'll have to be on my best behavior. It's funny because like getting to know you and a couple of these other guys, I have friends competing in Baltimore, but I got to put on my MC voice and be professional. I can't just like bro down and hang out. Um, but I am looking forward to it. Yeah. So, um, Yep, got to get back on the diet. So all right, yeah. So no OSG qualifier for you unless things change. So yeah, do well here and make it to Virginia Beach. Bring the wife down. Let her get to
Oh,
see it. All right, make it a little vacation. Where you live? You live like in Carolina somewhere down
we're
there.
in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
That's a
right
great spot.
outside of Charlotte.
I got family and friends down there, dude. Like it's kind of calling my name, man. Like Massachusetts is so expensive to live up here, and not to get too personal, but like I could sell my house and buy a little place cash down there and have a little money left over. It's like, and I don't have kids tying me here, just my nieces and nephews. But I want to make the move. You got some good strongman stuff down there too. You got great competitions. You're closer to a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Lynn and James both live down here too, so you got both of them down here. You
Yep.
got a whole Jacksonville area. You got Tim Buck's gym out there. You got Laney's got starting out a gym out that
I
way.
did I did a competition at Tim Buck's gym. That's a nice little spot, dude. That place was
Okay.
packed. That was so much fun, dude. That was last year. That was awesome. James was there for that one too. And you got Tyler right in Baltimore. Like there's a lot in a couple 100-mile radius down there, dude. It's an exciting
And then
area.
Virginia, some good stuff. Like,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, someday. Maybe I could talk the wife into it. I don't know. I probably miss the family, but so 38. So yeah, dude, when you turn 40, maybe we'll finish on this. How long have we been going here? I don't know how much time you got, but
good whenever you.
you're good. I'm having fun, dude. I don't know about you. The so 38 years old, right? I've heard guys. Who was the guy? Oh God, what's his name? You might know his name. I don't memorize his name. Who ran World's Strongest Opinions? There was the two guys. The podcast. You ever
Uh,
listen? He was a
I know
competitor.
who you're. I can't remember his name right now. Yeah.
I can't remember his name. It might come to be. I think it's D Bar or something. His Instagram, but he called himself the Never Master. Right? That was like his thing. Like he's 40 something years old, but he's like, I'm never
Yeah.
doing that.
Never gonna jump in
Right?
the mess.
But like, dude, I keep saying it. I keep harping on it because I'm a master. I want to talk about masters. I still do the open, but dude, there's a lot of good guys aging out. It's like the sport. It's like the UFC back in the day. Like the guys get older. They're still fighting while the young crop's coming up. Right? These young guys are incredible. Um, dude, there's a lot of good guys in masters in the next couple of years coming up. Are you one of the guys who's like, nah, I don't want to do masters, or would you
Oh,
rather
I
come to
definitely
OSG and
do
do
it.
masters?
Like, I want to go there because Kevin's jumping in this year, right?
Is he going to do it? I haven't officially talked to Kevin about it. I want to have him on, and we're going to be
I
driving to Baltimore for 8
joke
hours.
with him at ASM, and then like Randy Cole. Randy's a fucking demon at Masters. Also,
I don't know
um,
Randy. I'll have to look him up.
his body weight jumps around, so
Yep.
he needs to be a little heavier. But there's a lot of strong people in Masters.
Yeah, dude, it's getting up there. It's funny because I came in sixth this year at OSG Masters, right? And like, it's funny. My work friends and family like, hey, sixth strongest man in the world, right? You earned it, right? Nobody can take it from you, right? You can only do whoever shows up. But it's like, yeah, I'm the sixth strongest guy who showed up because like I have friends who are older than me that can just dust me. I won. It's funny. Here it is. I won powerlifting nationals, right? Submaster. There's only one other guy. Like nobody knows that, but it's like if you go on not Iron Podium, it's open powerlifting, right? I'm sure you've been on
Yeah.
there. You go on open powerlifting. That year in the USPA, if you want to put all the filters in, I was the 19th strongest submaster. I only had a 1,500-pound total. So like, yeah, I won nationals, but really I was the 19th best guy. I was just the strongest that showed up. Case in point, the guy who won, his name's Demarius Slocum. I don't know if you know who he is. Dude, he totaled like 2,200 pounds, and he's 36 years old. He didn't even do submaster. He just did the open. Dude, he's a beast. Like, I would have been honored to lose to him. It's funny.
Yeah.
I don't think I've told the story on here, and since you come from powerlifting, you'll appreciate it. It was Vegas, right? 2022. I did my first USS Nationals. I had just started Strongman. I did USS Nationals 2 weeks after USPA Nationals in Vegas. I get
Oh
out there.
wow.
I was weighing around. I was weighing around 230 pounds, right? I was qualified for 90 kg, 220, and 242 in USPA, right? Because I competed so much in different weight classes. It was crazy how many different weight classes I did in 1 year. But I was doing 220 nationals, submaster, and I got out there with my friends and shit, my wife, and I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like cutting. I could have easily cut the weight walking around Vegas. It was 100 degrees out. I said to the promoter, I said, hey, can I just do 242? I'm qualified. He goes, yeah, no problem. So I said, fuck it, I'm going up. I'm going for the total, right? And I won, right? And I PR'd everything except the bench. I had a unicorn meet, dude. right? Of all places to have a unicorn meet because they were super strict that weekend. It was incredible, dude. It was an incredible weekend. But had I stayed 220, I would have came in sixth place. Like
Oh
that's how
wow.
stacked the 220 Submaster was. So here I am. I went up a weight class and I won. And there was six guys. So it's like a bittersweet thing where I don't even really talk about it. It's not really in my bio or anything because like I would have got dusted, dude, you know? So strongman's a little different with the 5 events or more, 10 events at like at Virginia Beach, excuse me.
That thing sounds like it might be 20 events this year.
Well, it's going to be 10. I think the females are getting 10 events too. So it's going to be epic, dude. It's going to be
Well, I
awesome.
was always been talking about doing uh those like joint events where it's like log into something or like axle into
Oh,
log
oh,
or
yeah. Yep, yep.
like
Oh,
yoke
yeah,
into
dude.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have. I did the math. I think for PSL 90, it was 6 events, but there was 12 disciplines. You know, because we had double dumbbell, keg, log was axle was one event. There was 12 disciplines. I loved it, dude, because I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I'm a decent mover, but not the most statically gifted guy, but I'm pretty well rounded. That you see it shines through. Some guys maybe didn't have access to a keg or didn't spend enough time training the double dumbbells, you know. So that was great.
That is miserable.
Yeah, I really enjoy that. That's one of the things I love about PSL is the multifaceted aspect. You really need to be an athlete, not just a static guy. Um, but yeah, but Masters, yeah, dude, when you come to Masters, I'll be around because like by the time you're 40, I'm probably going to bail on the 90 kg class. So I'll be entrenched in Masters, maybe put a little more size on. But I fully expect, dude, that I'm going to be one of the guys not making the top 10 in a year or two
I,
because this class is getting deep.
the thing we got to worry about Burley's like creeping up on that too. I think he's 39 right now.
Yeah, he's 39, and I don't think he's going to go to Masters anytime soon. And like the thing is, like you
39
know, the term
natty.
side quest gets thrown around, right? And I had a little rant about that, but like a guy like Candido top tens everything he does, right? He's right on the podium, or like he had a couple little things that have stopped him from like winning big shows. But like,
He would have he would have gave ASM a really good run if he would not have gotten hurt.
dude, he was. I want to talk to him about it. The funny thing is, I'll probably talk to him about it the whole ride down to Baltimore when I should just, you know what I should do in my Jeep, in the Jeep, I should put the phone
Oh
on a
yeah.
tripod and just get me and Kevin and Mike shooting the shit. But a guy like him is a perfect example of somebody who like, dude, he could just do OSG Masters for fun. He could be like, you know what, I'm gonna prep and I'm gonna
Oh
jump in
yeah.
fun and like, dude, he's the type of guy who, if he
Could
comes
walk
clean,
away.
he can give Paul Mons a run for his money. You know what I mean? Paul Mons is a 2-time champ. I have all the respect in the world for Paul, but it's crazy to think that like there's some real killers just waiting in the wings. You know, it all depends who shows up. I'm excited for it, dude. You know, um, it's great. It's a great thing competing like meeting a guy like you coming up here, like the guys in the crucible of training. It's you don't really get it too much at the local level, right? You get when you ascend up to the higher ranks, like you get to see the people that really take things more serious and
Oh yeah.
it's great to like see the guys, talk to the guys, and get to know people because then every big show, it's like a reunion. Like, oh, who's doing this show? It's like, oh, John's doing this show. Yeah, I want to do that show. I want to see John again. You know, so hopefully one of these days, I would think in a couple of years, man, we'll be sharing the stage,
Oh,
probably at USG, maybe at an Arnold Masters or something like that. So I look forward to it, dude.
that is definitely a possibility with how they're doing it now. How it's like a pro am style and all that too.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of the reasons I would like to maybe if I'm gonna cut to 90 this year, it would other than PSL, it might be for a pro am because the pro card just unlocks so many doors.
Oh, yeah.
Not only that, with the pro am, if they keep it the same as last year, which it changes every year, I think, um, because of the amount of pros and stuff. But 90 kg, the top 3 amateurs get an invite to ASM in the Arnold. So there's a lot
Yeah,
attached
yeah.
to that show. You know, like say, I thought I heard through the grapevine that the Rainier might be 90 kg this year. I don't know. I'm not affiliated with SC, but like that would be worthwhile for a cut for me to diet and
Oh yeah.
cut fly across the country because say you don't win, say you're not the lowest amateur, the highest amateur, that's a pro card. But at least if I'm a top 3 amateur, I get something out of it. I get the Arnold and ASM. And then once you get the Arnold, I would probably just choose to do Arnold Masters. And then if you top 5 that, you're invited back every year, just like OSG. I'm invited back to OSG. So I'm trying not to
Yeah, I
do
should
cuts for regional
need to cut.
competition. You know what I mean? Like it's not fun, but you got to get that pro card. You got to earn it.
Dana. Pinkerton's been trying to get me to cut to 90, and I was like, I might die trying to cut to 90
Dude,
kg.
for what reason? I mean, like, dude, if you like, I don't know, we don't know each other that well, but like, if I were you, if you could win PSL or you could win the Arnold or win OSG at 90, sure, it's worth the cut. But like,
Yeah,
if you're not going to win or podium those shows, like, dude, that's a
yeah.
that's a big cut for you. You're a big guy. You're a big guy. I look forward to seeing how big you are in person, but that'd be a rough cut.
I'm normally one of the smaller guys at the shows, honestly.
Are you? All right. Well, I'll stand next to you. We'll see.
Me and DJ Doggett were the two lightest at ASM this year, I think.
Will you? Yeah, it's funny because DJ, I saw a picture from his playing days for football. He posted one the other day. He was like 225 kgs or so, 265.
Yeah, he was like pretty big.
That dude's a unit. I wish I had his food problem. He says he doesn't have a problem with food, like he has a problem eating enough food. Like I love food, dude. So I just put it down. You can see it right here. I'm interested when I meet you because like Instagram skews things. When I meet you, let me know your honest opinion about my size, my frame, because like I met Alec Jose. He was at my gym for a show this year with Nico, and he looked at me. He's like,
Oh,
"Dude, you're
never know.
like,
Like he tricked me too the first time.
he tricked you."
I didn't. I thought he was taller.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't mean that. I mean like he's a guy who's like a big name in the sport, and he looked at me and he goes, "Dan," he goes, "You're a 90, dude." And I'm like, "Yeah." He looked at me. He's like, "Dude, you're not a 90." He's like, "You're a 105, bro." And I'm like, "No, dude, I just did 90. Like I'm doing 90." He's like, "Yeah, but," he's like, "You're a 105." But the thing is, I'm not strong enough at 105 for like the big shows. So like, kind of happy that the Masters is growing because I can just get stronger there and do that. Don't get
Oh,
me
I don't
wrong.
feel like
I'll
for the
do
105.
what's that?
I don't think I'm strong enough for the 105s. I just have
Oh,
a
come
good
on,
death.
dude. Come on. Yeah, I think you got to be one of the best 105 lifters out there.
I'm
But
good
hey,
at deadlift
maybe
bag. That's about
maybe
it.
we'll both be excited for Masters. I don't know about you, dude. What I like you said you got second, or I don't think you said it, but you got second in the stone run at OSG, right? So just
Against
Clayton,
Clay, he beat me
right?
by like
So
4 seconds. So.
well, yeah, right. That's Andrew Clayton, dude, right? He's like one of the goats. But and then did Suckup end up getting third?
Yeah, he came in third right behind me. I think we were both on the last stone, but I have a history of jacking up my tacky, and
Ah,
I had plenty of time and plenty of strength to do it. I just couldn't grab it.
no shit. Yeah, I know because not a lot of guys have cleared. Well, did anybody clear the run
Yeah,
or just got
not
fourth?
that year. Jeff, I think, was the first one to do it, or was it
Because
Sukup? One of
I
the
think
two.
it
Like,
was Jeff, and then I think Dan Hughes did it, right?
Hugh.
I thought Hughes maybe Hughes didn't do it. Hughes won, I think, on the Stones. He didn't do it. I think Suckup was the second person to do it after Jeff Lee.
Yeah,
I remember right. I think that year two guys did it. But what I was getting at is so like you said, you're not strong enough to be 105, right? Dude, like when you do really well in an event like that, like you got second against some of the best guys in the world. Like Suckup obviously went on his tear right after that, right? He won everything.
yeah.
It's like a nice silver lining, isn't it? Like at PSL, I didn't win any events, but I got second in one of the events, and I beat Tyler Davis and Victor Liegman, which Victor went on to win OSG. Tyler has podiumed OSG every year and won it 3 years ago. So it's like I didn't win the event, but I have a win over two of the best guys in the world. One I consider the best of all time. It's like a silver lining, dude. Like you get the barrier of entry because Tyler beat me by 30 points, but I got him on one event. It's like a badge of honor, in my opinion. Like nobody's gonna remember me for that, but I remember. You know what I mean? So like that stone run, dude, that's no joke. To
Oh
become
yeah.
only Clayton, dude, who's one of the best
Every
ever.
Stones, Viking, and normal deadlifts. I'm pretty.
Well, I expect big things out of you this year, man. I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. I think we could probably wrap it there. Are you I think you said something about Norse Fitness. I don't know much about them. Are you affiliated? Like you sponsor any
Uh,
sponsors you want to shout out or anything?
yeah. So Norse Fitness is actually one of my really good friends. Andy Lewis owns it, and they've been around. We actually. So I was the first member at the gym he started down here, and he had started the company a little before that. But he's been nice enough to sponsor me, elbow sleeves, wrist wraps, all that kind of stuff. Shirts. I don't think I've paid for a shirt like that I or have any other shirts, honestly.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Check them out. Check them out, guys. Anything else? Anybody else you want to shout out?
Um, just my wife and her training. She's actually the one doing all my training right now. Anomaly Strength Systems.
Oh, nice. She's like coaching you on your training.
She's been doing all my programming, and we're actually programming for some other people. One of them's doing what is it, World's Strongest Firefighter this year at the
Nice.
Arnold. Yeah.
All right. Well, now you definitely got to kick ass next weekend because your wife, you got a wife's coaching business on the line, right? You got to like sell some programs. Say that again. You broke up. What'd you say?
I got to show everyone that it works.
Yep, absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right. Well, dude, thank you for coming on. I look forward to seeing you and meeting you next
Oh, yeah,
week.
thank you so much for inviting me.
Yep. I wish you the best. Good luck with your water cut, and we'll see you. I'll probably see you at the weigh-ins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'll be there bright and early because I am definitely wanting to eat some food. Right.
Of course. Get an IV if you want, all that stuff. All right,
I
man.
already got Jeff Laney. He's good friends with the lady setting up the IVs, so I already got one set up and everything ready to go.
Is it Strong IV? Is Kate doing this one?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Kate, dude, Kate's fantastic. Fantastic. I'll tell a quick funny Kate story at OSG. I got a Toradol shot and she did it, dude. I didn't even feel a thing, right? It was beautiful, right? I had some shoulder pain, right? Beautiful, right? I felt it like when she was injecting just a little bit of the burn, right? And the next day,
Hmm.
her assistant did it, right? And it was also great. But dude, she jabbed me. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I'm like, Jesus Christ, like Kate, best in the business. Her assistant, no disrespect, maybe a little slower next time, please. But all right, well,
Yeah,
Kate's
Geoff will be up there with us too. Actually,
what's that?
Laney will be up there with us too.
Oh, all right, awesome. I look forward to meeting him because he's one of the guys. I want to have everybody on, dude. Like anybody who wants to come on here, I will do my best to make the time. Right. Eventually, I might have to just kind of trim down like a half hour, but especially the championship. If you have 30 guys, I'd like to give all 30 guys, 30 minutes
Oh
to check out their journey, and I'll post it 30 days in a row leading up to the show. So I hope this
yeah.
catches fire and I can do this for all the shows. So Jeff's absolutely somebody I want to talk to. And Kate too is going to come on. I already talked to Kate. I got to have her on soon too. We're just about done hyping up these qualifiers, so now I'm going to focus on like the European show, and then I'm going to do a little bit with some of my friends doing the Arnold. I want to have some of them on and stuff. Talk about it. But I appreciate you coming on, man. I look forward to meeting you next week.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.